Okay, so it was the 18th of January this year, so 2024. I got a text message through from someone I know saying, can I play guitar for their band on the 27th of July? So what I've been booked for is what we call a DEP gig. So if you don't know what that is, it's a deputy musician. So for whatever reason, their guitarist isn't available for this, so they've called me up just to fill in. I said I was free to do it, so they sent me a list of the songs. So there's about 40 songs, and they've given me what keys the songs are in. They've also sent me some rough recordings, not of every song, but of most of them, just so I can hear their arrangements. The way I prepare for these kind of things is I listen to the original songs, and I listen to their versions from the recordings they've sent me, and then I'll kind of do a balance of learning the originals and learning from the recordings what their guitarist does, and basically just kind of suss out what I'm needed to play for the gig. There is a lot of work that goes into something like this, but I've had 6 months. So it's dead simple. All I needed to do was to schedule probably an hour every week where I just sit down, pick a couple of songs and go through them. And then over the 6 months, I've gradually just learnt them all and it's fine. But the problem is though, is that is not what I've done. The deadline just seems so far away that it's very easy to just go, it's okay, I'll just start that next week, and then the next week I'll start the week after. And soon enough, what has happened to me is I've just kind of forgotten that I had this gig booked in anyway. And then I had a wake-up call. I got a text message from the band asking if I wanted to come to a band practice. For DEP gigs, you don't often really have band practices. Shit. They want me to turn up to a practice in 7 days, and I haven't learned any of the songs at all. Obviously, this was incredibly stressful and it was all my own fault. I kind of had in the back of my mind that I had about 4 weeks to learn all these songs, but even that wasn't giving me any urgency to learn these songs. But then getting this message through saying that I had to go to a band practice in 7 days' time made me have to get this done. And I don't think I did a really good job, but I did go through every single song. Having this band practice was incredibly good fun, and I did manage to play for every single song, and I would definitely say that I was practice ready. Like if I was going to a band rehearsal, the preparation I'd done was good enough to be at a band practice. And it was really useful because it made me get my ass into gear and actually learn these songs. They were happy with what I did, and I do think that I was ready for the practice, but I needed to be gig ready. But this is why deadlines are so important. Having this 1 week deadline made me get my ass into gear and actually do this thing. The gig felt like it wasn't even a real thing because it was so far in advance, but suddenly being told I had to be ready for this practice made it real, and it made me have to put the effort in. They decided to have another band practice, and they asked me if I wanted to go to that as well. So 2 band practices for a DEP gig to me feels like quite a lot. And I had 1 week to prepare for the second practice, and then this band practice was even more enjoyable because I felt performance ready. I knew the songs really well. I've had 6 months to prepare for this gig, and it's basically taken 2 weeks to get ready for it. And now I'm ready because deadlines make you get shit done. Because I've been doing so much work on preparing for this gig, over the last few weeks I haven't been able to write any songs at all. Next week's gonna probably be a similar kind of video about like getting work as a musician, so a bit off topic of what I want this channel to be about. But I hope you've liked this video, even though it's a bit different to normal. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.